capital of Mexico City. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Black Knights of Mexico City. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On the set. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of...
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Young off the play fake. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's go.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Okay.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 5.
Strike. Ready.
Young to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Black one.
On first down, it's long. Fighting through it, he's got space. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They begin with a run by Barkley. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Shepard. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. You talk about this Washington defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. An audible here to get a new look. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's long. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Fight, 97. Set.
A quick throw by Young, caught out well. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0.
Commanders 21, Black Knights nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. That's out to the left and complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They're holding to no gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Off play action. Shepard. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there on 3rd down. And even 50 yards.
At the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Short completion, just 4 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Black Knights are able to cut into that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament. but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
Ready, set. Cross, stand. Faster, faster. Clear green.
Now Young. Got his open man. It's Mallory. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3rd and 2. And McLaurin, the motion man right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And they will take over 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Shepard. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That's good. 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Shepard. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake. Shepard eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights have got it back to within a score.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, ended up in the end zone. How about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's 2 sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half.
Ready,
that's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. That's to the tight end, Mallory. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On play action, Young. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
6, mega, go pink, red, cycle, set.
Young to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's long, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Come on, set.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Now here's Young. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Commanders went for it, but they could not pick up the first. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Russell. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
At the 48-yard line.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And quickly, they get to the line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. Dancing away at the 35. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Off play action. Shepard. Throw left side complete. That's Russell. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Looking to throw. Shepard. Touchdown! A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Black Knights have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it?
He's got him in, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 39 that time.
And this is how you answer a touchdown at the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a handoff up the middle. Long. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Black, red. Steel, black. Hut, hut.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. Wide open receiver complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It's Young off play action, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
White, white. Red, yellow. Set, hut.
Young will set to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score. Commanders 28. Black Knights 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Shepard. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Okay, ready? Watch out now. 60 Fury. Ready, ready.
On 1st down, Long. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter.
Ready up.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4.
Ball red.
Young now. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet. It's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's long. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Fight, 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Go set. Ready?
Well, they let McLaurin try and run. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll run with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Shepard. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call that a gain of 11. Operating from the gun. Shepard escaping the pressure. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Here's 2nd down.
A loss of 6. Brings up 2nd and 16. At the 42-yard.
Back to throw. Shepard. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. Schoonmaker. Touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker. 30 yards. And the Black Knights are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch tomorrow.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
22 middle. Fight. 97. Hut.
Here's Young. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Run with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Slide 2. Lead down. Black top.
Now Young. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Ready.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Young to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Washington.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Come on. Set.
Here comes 2nd down.
Stop. 17. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Long. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1.
Come on. 38. Middle green. Middle blue. 6. 7. Red cycle. Ready.
Young. That is caught. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And Young's throw there incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
On the set.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Young out to his left, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here we go. Set.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Young to throw. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And he got it. He splits the uprights from 50 yards out. And there will be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as Washington has won it. So a victory here for the Commanders. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Commanders, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Mexico City, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a